Good morning. Excuse me. It's cold outside. It's 30 degrees, and to me, that's cold. Anybody who knows me knows I don't like the cold. But anyway, this is not what I'm going to talk about. Um, I don't have anything against homeless people. Actually, I don't have anything against most people. I had to think about that. But what I do need to understand is how you gonna clock the money in my pocket. When I was growing up, the homeless people, when I was growing up, they were called hobos or bums. Now, all of a sudden, we're concerned about the way they feel, so we can't go around calling them hobos and bums. But what they gonna do? Get mad and go home and call somebody? I think not. But I'm here in DC. This is where I work, in the heart of DC. And there are a plethora of homeless people in the area. And for the most part, some of them don't bother you. But don't think for 1 second they don't have game. So I'm gonna give you an example of two people that I know almost personally. I mean, I'm gonna give you like the King Lear dude that's on the block that's selling the papers and always got some rap for the girls and smells good. And yes, he does smell good, clean, and asking for money. And he's got a story about his life, his kids, his seizures, things like that. But you know, for a while I was giving him, money or whatever that I had. Or if I saw him in a Starbucks, I'd buy him a little something, which is cool with me because it's buying me something. That's more points on my card. You know what I'm saying? Starbucks points. Then it dawned on me after my friend started telling me that this dude was driving his car to DC, had the hookup on the parking, and I also found out he was living indoors and he was getting assisted funds to help pay for where he's living. Now, none of that's my business. It's not, except when I have given you quite a bit of my funding that, comes out of my pocket. Then it became my business. So I had to cut King Lear back. Now, I have my other friend, Chuck. Chuck is way cool. Now, Chuck will cuss everybody out on the block. Chuck get that little drink in him, and he just got to do his own thing. Never had no problems out of Chuck at all. He's cool, talks about his life. Chuck's living in a homeless shelter. Excuse me. He don't have a desire to try to be assimilated. Feels like he can't make it, whatever. But he doesn't beg for money. Like Chuck, who doesn't have a place to stay, no car, carries all his belongings with him, never begs for money. Ever. I've never had him ask me for, I'm sorry, there was one time when he was really, really, really down because someone had stolen his bag out of the homeless shelter. Can you believe they still at the homeless shelter? And that was one time. And this is after knowing Chuck and King Lear a couple of years now. Yeah. So yesterday, I was talking to Chuck on my way to my building, because Chuck always talks to me, walks me to my building, very polite gentleman, as opposed to King Lear, who just, is asking for money and buys paper and, doesn't have a whole lot of rap unless he's running game. So how are you going to run up on the street, on the corner, and give me the googly eye like I owe you funds and like I'm cheating on you? Don't clock my dollars or who I'm giving my money to. I can't. Homeless people. I don't know. It's too early in the morning.